We recently just got confirmation that Hey Pikmin, the 3DS game due out later in July, is being developed by Arzest. That news was met by groans and disappointments for the most part, and I feel like it might be worth elaborating on the history of Arzest and why that news is so disappointing, but maybe not totally damning. Arzest's origins are with the now defunct company Artoon, which was originally formed in 1999 by a bunch of ex-Sega developers, primarily from Sonic Team and I believe a few guys who worked on the Panzer Dragoon games as well. One of the original creators of Sonic the Hedgehog, Naota Oshima, was the founder of Artoon. Oshima created the characters of Sonic the Hedgehog and Dr. Robotnik, or Dr. Eggman, or whatever he goes by these days, and he also worked on a slew of other Sega games, including the early Phantasy Star RPGs, Nights into Dreams, Burning Rangers, and my personal weird favorite, Tommy Lasorda Baseball for the Sega Genesis. At Artoon, Oshima and his team worked with a variety of companies. They made the Blinks the Time Sweeper games with Microsoft for the original Xbox. They worked with Mistwalker on Blue Dragon and Away Shuffle Dungeon. Most relevantly, though, they worked with Nintendo, first on Yoshi Topsy-Turvy, and then on Yoshi's Island DS. Throughout most of that time, Artoon wasn't really met with much chagrin. The studio carried with it a ton of Sega history, and a good deal of their games were promising. I'd say, at least for me, Yoshi's Island DS was when Artoon started to become a studio I wasn't confident in. The overlong and overstuffed levels just fell flat for me, as did the baby swapping mechanic. But that game has its fans for sure. Artoon's last game was a Wii game that was very much worth forgetting. They worked with Nintendo to make Fling Smash, a pitiful Wii Motion Plus game that was rife with frustrating controls. You can even go back and read my review for Nintendo World Report back in 2010. I was not a fan, I can tell you that much. Later in 2010, Artoon closed up shop, as their parent company, AQ Interactive, filed for bankruptcy. Soon after that, Arzest appeared, working closely with Nintendo on minigames for Wii Play Motion and the Street Pass Me Plaza. Arzest was basically just Artoon under a new name. They also worked on another Yoshi game for Nintendo, this time for 3DS. Yoshi's New Island, yet another forgetful follow-up to Yoshi's Island for the Super Nintendo, came out in 2014. Now, after helping out with the latest Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games on 3DS, they're back to 3DS platformers featuring beloved Nintendo characters with Hey Pikmin. And now I'll loop back to the original reason for this video. Why is the news that Arzest is working on Hey Pikmin so discouraging? I don't know, just go and play Yoshi's Island DS or New Island. I'm not saying either are bad games, but they're for the most part forgettable with crappy level design. They're two games that specialize in the gacha style of game secrets, as it's very easy to miss collectibles in a level without any recourse to try to grab it again unless you replayed the whole damn thing. Hopefully, Hey Pikmin bucks that trend and Arzest outdoes our pedestrian expectations, but consider most of us at Nintendo World Report skeptical until proven otherwise. Hey, at least the Pikmin amiibo looks awesome.